Hey, Shalom, Mark News, Rakam, Makapash from Jimas London, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Chachadash. Want to give double honors to the elders, the apostles of GMS, and Shalom out there to the whole world that's pushing his truth and all sincerity. Back again with another video. This is inspired, from a conversation I was just having with the brother just a little while ago, actually. We're expecting to be on the job, kind of with us soon, Lord willing. And I was joking around. And, I said, welcome. Hope to welcome you into the fraternity soon, right? But the spirit had it where maybe you want to check out the word, because I couldn't remember exactly what it meant. And when I was looking it up, I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty, it's fairly deep, right? Because we ourselves in this truth, in this ministry, right, are a fraternity, right? I know they're mostly associated with hidden societies and all that business, in these colleges and whatever, that get raised up to be, the elites of this world, man. But hey, on the right hand side, hey, we're being raised up to be the elites of this world. On the right hand side, through your power, spirit, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. So, it works the same way, right? And yeah, it was just interesting. So I thought I'd bring out a few scriptures. Okay, yeah, got it from the Etamon online, right? And it's got fraternity, early 14th century, a body of men. Guess that's the first thing to note. This thing is a body of men. This is a work of men. All right, this thing of ours is a work of men. This is not for, the women in our nation. Okay, they have their own separate roles to play in this truth, man, in this ministry, right? But the men, we're out here to go and teach the gospel. That's our job, okay, as men of the Lord, right? As prophets. All right, we're meant to go out there in the highways and byways and push this word. All right, you women have a completely different role, man, and for those of you that don't like that, it's just something that you're gonna have to accept at the end of the day. All right. Yeah, this is from Revelation chapter 21. I'm just get to the point, verse 3, right? It says, and I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of God is with men. All right, the Most High is dealing with the men, okay, in this ministry, man. Okay, we are sent forth out there as shepherds. Okay, it says, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and God himself shall be with them and be their power. All right, so the point being, the tabernacle of God is with men. Okay, this is a work of men. All right, so that's the first thing it kind of points out. It says a body of men associated by a common interest. Right, our common interest is this truth. Right, we've come into this thing, and for the most part, leaving behind everything that we knew. Right, what we were doing. And our sole interest now, our common goal, is to fulfill the will of the Lord. All right, fulfill the will of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, right? That's our common interest right there. That's what, guides us and determines, all the things that we do. Right, we're aligned through this. Okay, we are one through this. Okay, the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of these scriptures. All right, that's what binds us together. All right, and that's exactly exactly how it is here supposed to be in this truth. All right, let me get this. Is from Mark chapter 3, verse 32. I want to start from 31. Right, so there came then his brethren and his mother, and standing without, said unto him, calling him. And the multitude sat about him, and they said unto him, behold, thy mother and thy brethren without seek for thee. And he answered them, saying, who is my mother or my brethren? Right? Because he goes into brotherhood here. You come down a little bit, right? You got the word brotherhood, brother, from frater, brother. Right? It says, meaning state or condition of being as brothers. Now we're only brothers. I mean, yeah, as Israelites, we're brothers physically in the flesh, but we keep telling you, man, that's not enough, man. The Lord is looking for his elect, right? And the elect of Israel, not like the rest of the nation of Israel, right? So really, we're being separated from them. So what really makes us brothers in this truth, man, is this doctrine, is this truth, right? Which Yahushua goes on to say, right? Basically, right? It says, and he answered them, saying, who is my mother or my brethren? And he looked around about on them which sat about him, and said, behold, my mother and my brethren. For whosoever shall do the will of the Most High, Yahweh, the same is my brother and my sister and my mother, right? They're the only ones that can really be considered brothers, man. Those that are, fighting the same fight, that have the common goal, united by a common purpose, right? That are doing the will of the Heavenly Father. Those are really the only ones that really can be considered brothers, man. And this is where a lot of misunderstanding is done in terms of like how you're meant to act to people, man. When the scriptures speak about loving your enemy and stuff like that, that's really with men within the brotherhood. It doesn't apply to all mankind, even though the scripture also speaks about if it be all possible, be peaceful with all men. Yeah, sure. But when it comes to the truth, man, we're a brotherhood inside this truth. Okay, the brotherhood doesn't extend to these gremlins, right? And unless they're ready to repent, and then we bring them in. Okay, they become our brothers. Okay, and that's how we've all come into this truth, man, from different various walks in life, right? Brothers might have been enemies in the world, but once they're in this truth, they have to put them differences aside, man, and treat each other like brothers. Now, they might not necessarily get on, but you have to do right by your brother, okay? Because you've been assembled unto a common purpose, okay, to fulfill the will of the Lord, right? So that's really what that's about. All right, so let me quickly look at this again. All right, so the body of men associated by a common interest, right? Brotherhood, brotherly from frater brother. Brother meaning state or condition of being as brothers. Okay, this truth, us being in the truth, was what makes us brothers. Okay, it makes us another term, friends unto Yahushai. Yahushai called us friends, right? Because we believed. All right. So let's grab Romans chapter 12. I'm going to start from the top, right? Romans 12 verse 1 says, I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that you present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Lord, Yahweh, which is your reasonable service. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High. For I say, through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly, according as God have dealt to every man the measure of faith. For as we have many members in one body, all members have not the same office, right? So, we understand there's rank and file, rank and order in this truth of us. We're not the same, okay? But we are to treat each other, with that respect, the fact that we're in this together, right? So, basically, don't get too proud just because you hold a certain office or whatever, or you feel like you're better at something than another brother, or whatever the case may be. Okay, we're meant to be humble at all times. All right, humble at all times, man. Don't let that pride seep in and cloud your actions. So we being many are one body in Yahushai, and every one members of another. Okay, we're all part of the same body, right? Having then gifts differing according to the grace that is given to us, whether prophecy, let us prophesy according to the proportion of faith, or ministry, let us wait on our ministering, or he that teacheth on teaching. Okay, so you know, got talents that are more geared to different things. You know, it says or he that exhorteth on exhortation, he that giveth, let him do it with simplicity. He that ruleth with diligence, he that sheweth mercy with cheerfulness. Let love be without dissimulation. Abhor that which is evil, cleave to that which is good. Be kindly affectionate one to another with brotherly love. Okay, that's within the brotherhood, within the fraternity. All right. In honor, preferring one another. So, like I said, within the fraternity, you might not get on with everybody. Different spirits and whatnot. You know, you might just not gel. But we're all brothers, man. So we all treat each other like brothers. Okay, if brother have need, you know, you can help. You know, whatever the case may be. When it comes to being brotherly, you know, they're part of our works too. You know, so you know whatever is required of you in this brotherhood, man. You know, you do what you can, right? It says well, what do you say here? So be kindly affectioned one to another with brotherly love, in honor, preferring one another. Right? That doesn't sound like everybody. That sounds like within your group. Okay, within the fraternity, within the brotherhood, you prefer one another. You don't prefer spending your time, you know, with the riffraff, you know, the gremlins of this world, you know, that ain't looking to get right. You know, just because they're cool or whatever. You know, we don't do that. You know, we ain't spending no excessive time with heathens that ain't looking to get this truth, man. They ain't on the same page as we are. You know, yeah, we know you might rub shoulders with them. You know, might be a couple of family members you might go and see or whatever, to, you know, check up on them or whatever. But you know, we don't, like Scripture say, be not unequally yoked with unbelievers. Okay, that we're not out here partying with the world and whatever, man. You know, we're really about this brotherhood. All right, we prefer one another. We'll help brothers out first. You know what I'm saying, man? That's just, you know, that's what it is, right? It says, not slothful in business, fervent in spirit, serving the Lord, right? Because that's what the will of Yahushua was to do the will of the Father, right? And so we have to be in that same mentality, right? To do the work, right? Not slothful in business, fervent in spirit, serving the Lord. That's what we're here to do. Serve the Lord first and foremost. All right. So rejoicing in hope, patient in tribulation, continuing instant in prayer. It says distributing to the necessity of saints, given to hospitality. Bless them which persecute you, and bless and curse not. Right. So you don't, you know, you're in the street, you don't curse brothers, man. You know, a brother might fuck up against you or whatever, transgress against you, or you know, whatever the case may be, man. You know, we don't send curses upon one another, and we pray for brothers. You know, we pray for brothers, man. You know, you see a brother not in the right place right now. You know, he doing some dumb shit. You know, you pray for that brother, man. You know, pray the Lord. You know, take that spirit, that demon off him, open his eyes, or whatever the case may be. You know, to gain understanding and you know, get himself in his right mind. You know, sitting there, we ain't sitting there. You know, looking to destroy brothers. You know, put curses upon them and all of that business. Nah. You know, when you know, when that time comes and you know Most High already kicked them out of the camp or whatever, because he's been revealed to be a demon and you know he ain't right. You know, then the curses come. But really, he already put a curse upon himself, man. You know, for leaving and whatever, right? But anyway, so rejoice with them that do rejoice and weep with them that weep. Okay, you know, our brother's pain is our pain. You know, we don't like to see brothers going through shit. You know, gets us, you know, upset. You know, we feel bad for that brother. You know, the same way we share joy occasions of you know, celebration and joy or whatever, for whatever the purpose is, man. You know, okay, we share each other's pain and happiness, right? It says, be of the same mind one toward another, mind not high things, but condescend to men of low estate. Okay, bring yourself down, right? Be not wise in your own conceits. Recompense to no man to no man evil for evil. Okay, so we don't roll like that. Just because someone's done something bad to us. This is in general, man. We ain't like that. So we're not looking to do evil upon somebody else. Like who was that, man? Who said it? Who said it, man? That guy, that guy who said, the whole Chris Rock, Will Smith situation, man, that he would, outside the door, that he would get Chris Rock to befriend, someone close to Jada and fuck his wife. Nah, that's evil for evil, man. That's off. That's wicked. He actually said that, man, but we ain't rolling like that. Okay, we don't render evil for evil. All right? That's completely off. That's breaking the law. All right? So, brothers shouldn't be in that mentality, just because something happened to you. All right? To recompense to no man evil for evil, provide things honest in the sight of all men. If it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men. Right? So that's what I mentioned earlier, right? So, dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath, for it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord. Therefore, if thine enemy hunger, feed him. If he first give him drink, for in so doing thou shalt heap coals of fire upon his head. Like, you'll condemn him. Right? Be not overcome of evil, but overcome evil with good. Alright, so we need to just watch what we're doing at all times, man. If brother ain't acting right towards you or whatever, man, that's gonna be his problem. You receive warnings and whatever. And if you still ain't acting right, that's his problem, man. Okay, as long as you're acting right. Okay, seek your own salvation with fear and trembling. Don't mean you gotta meet that brother on that level and start doing some bullshit. We're gonna end it with this one. This is from 1 Corinthians chapter 12. It says, now there are diversities of gifts, but the same Spirit. Okay, so like I said, we all operate in this one body for it to function, for the sole purpose of serving the Lord. Okay, whatever we bring to the table is here to serve the Lord. So then there are differences of administrations, but the same Lord. There are diversities of operations, but it is the same God which worketh all in all. But the manifestation of the Spirit is given to every man to profit with all. For to one is given by the Spirit the word of wisdom, to another the word of knowledge by the same Spirit. So it's imparting all these different gifts among the brotherhood, man, for the sole purpose of working for the same power. So to another the working of miracles, to another prophecy. Did I read 9? I'll read 9. It says to another faith by the same Spirit, to another the gifts of healing by the same Spirit, to another the working of miracles, to another prophecy, to another discerning of spirits, to another diverse kinds of tongue, to another interpretations of tongues. But all these worketh that one and the self-same Spirit, dividing to every man severally as he will. For as the body is one, and have many members, and all the members of that one body, being many, are one body, so also is Yahweh Shai. Alright, so this is again, a body of men, okay, of brothers, okay, a fraternity. Okay, it's essentially what we are by the definition of the word, right? Working for the same purpose, working towards the same goal. Okay, bringing our different talents and abilities, and using them the best that we can for that sole purpose. Alright? It says, for by one Spirit we are all baptized into one body, whether we be Jews or Gentiles, okay, Israelite foreigners, right? Whether we be bond or free, and have been made all made to drink into one Spirit. For the body is not one member, but many. If the foot shall say, because I am not the hand, I am not of the body, is it therefore not of the body? It says, and if the ear shall say, because I am not the eye, I am not of the body, is it therefore not of the body? If the whole body were an eye, where were the hearing? If the whole were hearing, where were the smelling? But now have God set the members, every one of them, in the body, as it hath pleased him. And if they were all one member, where were the body? But now are they many members, yet but one body. The eye cannot say unto the hand, I have no need of thee, nor again the head to the feet, I have no need of you. Nay, much more those members of the body which seem to be more feeble are necessary. All right, so like I said, different brothers, different levels, different abilities in this truth, man. We all have our place in this body. All right, and we're all here to sustain one another. Okay, all parts are necessary. Okay, it says those members of the body which we think to be less honourable, upon these we bestow more abundant honour, and our uncomely parts have more abundant comeliness. And this is the thing, in this truth, people coming and going out of this truth, man. When this pride kicks in, they feel like they should be something more. Okay, off their own mind, they feel like they should be more. They're not happy being a toe or whatever, man. They want to be the head. And this is how we get guys like Al-Azhar, these splinter cells, these offshoots, right? Because of pride, because they think more highly than they ought to think of themselves, right? So if we just all remain humble, man, just played our role, we're all going to be part of this. We're all part of the same body, right? That means we're all going to, take part in the same salvation. We just need to play our roles, man, and remain humble, right? This is So those members of the body which we think to be less honourable, upon these we bestow more abundant honour, and our uncomely parts have more abundant comeliness. For our comely parts have no need, but God hath tempered the body together, having given more abundant honour to that part which lacked, that there should be no schism in the body, but that the members should have the same care for one another. Right? The body is whole, right? And whether one member suffer, all members suffer with it, or one member be honoured, all the members rejoice with it. Now you are the body of Yahushua, and members in particular. Alright, so then God has set some in the church, first apostles, secondly prophets, thirdly teachers, after that miracles, then gifts of healings, helps, governments, diversities of tongue. Are all apostles? Are all prophets? Are all teachers? Are all workers of miracles? Have all the gifts of healing? Do all speak with tongues? Do all interpret? But covet earnestly the best gifts, and yet shew I unto you a more excellent way. Alright, so we all have our operations within this body, man. Okay, but the point being is that, hey, we are that body. We are a fraternity, a brotherhood. Okay, in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, a body of men associated by common interests. Okay, brotherhood, brotherly. Okay, brother. Meaning state or condition of being as brothers. Okay, this truth is what brings us together, man. That makes us like a true family. Because the rest of our people, although we're related by blood, they're not of us, man. And this is why the Most High are going to destroy them. They're not of, the seed of Abraham, as to speak. They're not, the children of faith. All right, they're gonna have to come back, after the destruction, and then we're all gonna be bound together in that one mindness. Because right now we're not. And that's why it's not possible to come together. They got guys out there promoting the fact, Israel should come, all Israel should come together. It's just not possible, man. We're on two different wavelengths, right? There's not a common interest there. Okay, there's not a common doctrine there. Okay, there's disagreements, right? So therefore, we can't come together unless, hey, we just read about no schisms. Well, joining unto them will cause a schism. Because there's a difference in doctrine. Okay, so we're not brothers with them. Okay, that's not our brotherhood, man, because they're on something else. So yeah, the brotherhood is those of a common goal, man. Okay, which is essentially what fraternity means. All right, so with that, hopefully this is edifying, and I'll catch you brothers and sisters on the next video, man. So to them, I say shalom.